Hey, this is Nikki. Before we begin this battle report, we would just like to get some feedback from you. Just leave a comment or email us at games@ozarkgladiators.com on what you would like to see us play. What characters, what crisis, what kind of scenarios. We would love to hear from you. We're having so much fun doing this. Thank you. Today I'm playing Asgard with Thor as the leader, Enchantress, Angela, along with Black Widow and Hawkeye. Enchantress is my first time playing her, so I'm really excited to do that. Angela I've only played once, so those two are pretty new. And really, I'm just concerned with getting points, moving across the board to drop off the herbs. I didn't play Angela very well last time, so I'm really excited to get her out there and try to see what she can do, and Enchantress as well. My team tactic cards are Odin's Blessing, Rainbow Bridge, 1-2 Punch, Extreme Conditioning, and Mission Objective. I think Mission Objective might really come in handy with this game since we're moving herbs and Hulk is playing on Andy's team, so there's probably going to be a lot of Days characters. Odin's Blessing is always a good idea. Rainbow Bridge is a new card, so the Asgardian characters can move into better positions on the board. So we'll see how it goes.
This week I am playing Wakanda, starting with Black Panther, Okoye, and Shuri, kind of the holy trinity of Wakanda, if you will. I'm opting not to play Killmonger because I do tend to play him a lot. In his place, I'm bringing Daredevil and the Hulk. I am very, very excited to bring the Hulk. I've been wanting to play him forever. Just never had a chance to fit him in my list. In Daredevil, he just came out, so I'm very, very curious to see how he plays. All in all, I really like the fact that Daredevil and Black Panther can move really good distances with their long movement. Okoye is there to hold objectives, but she is always so dynamite in games, so I'm excited to see what she can do. Shuri's there to annoy people, and the Hulk is there to smash. For my team tactic cards, I'm bringing Wakanda Forever, Vibranium Shielding, Advanced R&D, Gamma Launch, and Anger Management. I've got a couple plans. Wakanda Forever is kind of a trap card for me. I spring it when I feel like I can just really knock out some extra damage. Advanced R&D, sharing power, Gamma Launch, and Anger Management, since they're Hulk specific, I have an idea what I'm going to do with them. If I get a chance to play them, I'll explain them. But other than that, I'm very excited about this match. Alright, I have priority, and Wakanda goes first. I chose Daredevil. I deployed him here because I knew I was going to need to get on top of a building. So with Wall Crawler and long movement, I figured that would be pretty clinch to be able to do that. So I went ahead and activated him first to get that out of the way.
And I am activating Black Widow. And she's going to go get a portal.
I'm also going to then activate Okoye, and she's going to do the same thing. All I'm doing is maneuvering to secure the portal.
And that's Enchantress. And it's my first time playing her. And I'm going to secure that portal.
All right, Shuri is up next, and gosh, loves Shuri. Gonna start things out just a little bit excitingly. Gonna go ahead and hit her with the Panther Gauntlets, which is a great and bad thing at the same time. Panther Gauntlets push no matter what, fantastic. Only ever do 1 point of damage though, no matter how many dice you roll, and that can be disappointing at times. But really, the whole point here was not really to hurt her. That was just going to be a benefit. I was just trying to push her away from that portal. So I hit 2 times there.
Okay, so 2. And then Enchantress has a something called Enchanting, where she can use her Mystic defense no matter what attack it is, unless Andy pays 2 power. So no damage. And he just has, it's part of your attack, pushes her back. Okay, and Thor. And he's going to secure a portal.
Yeah, just they're like cockroaches. They keep on swarming it. Can't keep them off there. So Black Panther is up next, and he is another one with that long movement tool. Very much love that. Here, I was just afraid to overextend myself. So I had a lot of options. I just opted to try to stay out of line of fire, honestly.
All right, and Hawkeye. And I'm just putting him over there, trying to figure out where to put him exactly so that he can just try to help out his team, and keep them on their portals, and also to be kind of a guard when someone's coming up with herbs.
All right, my last movement is Hulk, and I was super excited to play Hulk. I've had him forever, never had a chance to play him. So this is his debut for me. I just move him up as fast as he can, and he's going to be by that herb.
All right, and finally, Angela. And I thought Angela would be a good character to pick up an herb. She moves long. She's got some neat abilities that allow her to, move herself around and get herself where she needs to be.
All right, starting round 2, I have Hulk going. We have a tendency to always forget to remove those activated tokens at the beginning of our second round. It happens kind of consistently, and I guess we're just so excited or so focused, I don't know. We do clean this mess up in a bit. But Hulk is going against Angela here. Going first with a smash. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Only 4 damage. And right off the bat, she blocks half of it. Three points of it. So I do a strike. Only 3 damage this time. You do want Hulk to take a little bit of damage to get more powerful attacks. Every 3 damage on him, he gets +1 to his damage rolls. So you do want some damage on him, but not too much because he only has 20 health all in all. 20 stamina. And again, she blocks 2 of that, so I only did 1 point of damage. But I'm not done just yet. There's that nice truck right next to us. I pick it up and slam it into her. And end up doing 3 points of damage to her. So 5 for 3 attacks from the Hulk. I'm a little upset with that, but it happens.
Okay, so I'm activating Angela. And she's going to attack Hulk with Heaven's Wrath. And it costs 3 power. It starts with 4 dice, and then you add the size of the character, the amount of dice. Also, if you roll 2 crits in a wild, you get Cleave, which I did.
Yeah, she was born to take on the Hulk.
Yeah, this is a good attack for a bigger character. So, how many was that?
Four right now.
Okay, so here's the Cleave, which is Heaven's Wrath again, with no cost of power. But then obviously you don't get the Cleave on it either.
And you totally would have if that was allowed. God bless.
I know, that was lucky. All right, so I pick up the herb.
You already had it.
I already had it. Okay. So I am moving along. Okay, so I am playing mission objective because I'm got a lot of damage. I'm probably going to drop the herb. So just to be safe, that will allow me to pass it on to an ally.
All right, I have Shuri up. She's going to move up a little bit. And then she is going to hit Hawkeye with those Panther Gauntlets. And this is where the Panther Gauntlet is so soul crushing. I just rolled 4 critical hits. 4. I can only do 1 point of damage. That is...
It's really terrible for you, Andy. I'm so sorry.
It is terrible for me.
Sherry's still a very frustrating opponent, though, so I don't feel too bad for you.
And you rolled 3 skulls! Oh, it hurts so much. I don't know what that is. Wakandan tickle technology, something. It just... Yep, that's it. That's all you're going to get.
Now you still got to push me back, though. Okay, so Hawkeye is going to attack Shuri.
Blocked it all. Still blocked it all.
So here we go again. See if it turns out any better.
And I block it all again.
So Shuri came through for you after all.
Barely. Yeah. That's kind of a stalemate there, I guess. Alright, so now I'm activating Black Panther. This is a move I've been waiting to do, too. This is fun. I'm going to use the Gamma launch card, the Team Tactic card, to launch Black Panther range 5 across the battlefield. That's fun. And then I am going to use the Pounce superpower to move up a little bit more. Now what stinks is that basically drains me of power. But I made it a little over halfway across the battlefield and basically no actions yet. So now I'm going to strike Thor. I'm just trying to get some power back now. And I hit for 2. And he's incinerated because of being too close to that portal. So 1 less defense die. That's why he does have the incinerate. But he blocks it. Like a champ. I guess he was paying attention to Shuri, how she does it. So, my second strike. A smidgen better. I hit for 3 this time. 2 skulls is a good start for her. So she blocked 1, so I hit for 2. Thank goodness, because this was going to suck otherwise. I'm now playing the Team Tactic card Wakanda Forever. I've got 3 Wakandans here. So, each one of them is going to pay a power and do a 0-cost attack. Here we go. Alright. Strike 3 on Thor from Black Panther. I am out after this one. But that is a very solid hit. I'll take that. I guess I was just playing with him up to this point. And I hit him pretty hard. Not gonna lie, that felt good. So now Shuri's attacking Thor with the Wakanda tickle technology. Hit for 3 there. And she blocks it. Roll another. Yeah, Thor blocked that like a champ again. No tickles for him. But Okoye's up, and she's targeting Angela. And I hit very, very solidly with her. Okoye always comes through with me, or for me. I love Okoye. She's awesome. Yeah, that is 3 criticals. You block 1. Oh, there's some more damage. Oh, Koye is awesome. But ultimately, I just realized what a mistake I made here. So here's the push from Shuri. And then she just lateraled the herb to Thor using that mission objective card. Yeah, so, and Thor hasn't gone yet. But hey, I dazed Angela. So yeah, there she just transferred that over. And hey, that was a good round. I was very happy with that round.
Okay, so I am using the team tactic card Rainbow Bridge, and any Asgardian character can pay 3 power to teleport, I guess, where they want for 3. Then I'm going to activate Thor, heal a damage, pay a power, heal a damage, using his leadership ability. But first I'm moving my other Asgardian characters that paid 3 power. Okay, so Thor's gonna strike Shuri.
In retaliation for the tickle technology. Yeah, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, that was a good hard hit.
And because I rolled a wild, she gets thrown.
Ow!
Now I'm moving Thor.
So my Daredevil, who is on top of an Irish bar right now, no comment there. I need to stop them from scoring. So I'm going to use Strike, but Nikki instantly puts in Odin's Blessing. I think he only has 2 health at this point, or 2 stamina. And that was a good hit. Wow, that was a good hit. 5 hits, or 5 damage with 2 crits. But again, with Odin's Blessing, it only does 1, or I can only ever do 1 point of damage. So I should have moved. I didn't. I went ahead and attacked again. Another strike. A decent hit. He still is incinerated. She didn't heal that. Or didn't remove that, I should say. And that's enough to daze him. So I don't know why. I was like, I need to put him over here, and then I realized no, I need to put the herb over there. So that's why this confusion is going on here. So the herb has officially been dropped.
Alright, so Enchantress is going to attack Black Panther with Spurned Affection. That's an energy attack, 0 cost. Interesting thing about this one is if you roll a wild, it's called Sap Power. Before damage is dealt, the target character loses 1 power for each wild in the attack roll, and then Enchantress will gain that amount of power. So, pretty cool.
And 3 wilds right there, right off the bat.
I really liked Enchantress. She was pretty fun to play.
You hit me for 3 on that one.
Okay, now Enchantress versus Shuri. Spurned Affection again. Yeah, looks like I rolled a couple of wilds there.
Blocked. This is great because this would have dazed me. Alright, so Okoye, the BA, Okoye BA is moving up. She took out Angela. Let's see what else she can do. And she's on fire. Literally and figuratively.
That's what she could do.
All right. So Vibranium Spear Blast at the Enchantress. Only 2 there. She used up her BA-ness just a minute ago, I guess. And I was not about to pay to drop her little Mystic Shield, so I end up doing 1 point of damage with Okoye.
Alright, so Black Widow. She uses the leadership ability to get rid of Incinerate. And I'm moving her to get in that herb. I got a little confused which herb was the one I was supposed to pick up. No, that one.
Yeah, the other one's the container.
So. Right. So, confusion there. Usually I keep Black Widow back out of a lot of the action, and she's just confused. So, pick up the herb.
All right, starting round 3. Hey, ladies. What's up? What's up? Oh. So, Black Panther activating. I'm using advanced R&D right now to grab 5 power from, I want to say it was just mainly Shuri on this one. And then as you can see, I'm playing Vibranium Shielding as well. So within a 5 range radius, everyone is going to take 1 less damage because of vibranium shielding. Now I am attacking the Enchantress. Good old strike. She blocked 2 of that so far. I did 1 point of damage. So I did not strike out with the Enchantress. He just didn't get as far with her as he wanted.
Wow.
Now I'm doing a kinetic burst. Rolled that wild, so that means Angela is going to be affected by this attack as well. 4 points of damage. And of course she blocks 3 of that. So, only did 2 points on Enchantress, but I did push Angela, which was nice.
Okay, so Enchantress. And she is going to use Siren's Call on Okoye. And that's a superpower. You can choose an enemy character within 3, advance that character short.
Oh, I realized I just used the range 3 to move her. I guess I misinterpreted what you said. But I should have used the short measuring tool. You would have been within range, I believe, anyways.
Oh, so we just messed this up. And then I make another mistake here, we've realized. I used Hell Hath No Fury to throw Okoye, but as I was reading over her card, it's an terrain feature. Size 2 or less, and throw it medium. So that was another mistake. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad when I do that. Okay, so Enthrall on Black Panther, and Enthrall is strength 7 dice, and if you roll a wild, the target gets the slow condition, 2 wilds stun, and 3 wilds stagger.
Well, she ended up dazing me anyways. It's Daredevil, the guy who I've not been playing well at all this game, mainly because I should have been moving him this whole time. That was such a stupid move on my part. I'm going to start, though, by using a baton hook on Black Widow. And we're just measuring to make sure I can see her, because she does have stealth. So baton hook, it's a decent attack. I do have the herb on him still, so I get +1 dice for attack. The main reason I did this was for that wild, with the hope of the wild, to basically pull her in, just to get her away from the vessel and make her work towards that. So hit her for 2. She, of course, blocks it all. Yeah, just no luck. Sometimes Nikki is just on fire with those dice on defense. I guess I can't say anything. Shuri was also. So I pull her up. And then Nikki's going to teach me why you don't mess with Black Widow.
Okay, so Black Widow is going to counter strike. So for every critical and wild, with 4 dice, Daredevil would get a damage. So I'm hoping for crits and wilds here. No. It was worth a try.
It was definitely worth a try. So I am wising up, and I'm finally getting out of dodge. I like to believe I just took a giant leap off that pub. I know I called it a bar earlier. I should have called it a pub.
Okay, so Angela is going to attack Okoye with the Sword of the Stars.
So far, 4. I'm incinerated, so I only have 2 defense dice. I do count blinks, because she's within range too. And then because I am general of the Majador, I get a reroll. But she still hit me pretty hard. And that triggers a throw, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she is using her superpower Odin's Daughter to throw Okoye. And it dazed her.
So Shuri's going to jump on top of the Black Panther. I think it's a Lamborghini. And I see you, Black Widow. And I did, because she's in range 3. So, Panther Gauntlets, because it's fun. Hit you for 3 right off the bat. Again, this is only tickle technology, so the main thing was really just to get her away from the vessel, make her work at having to capture it, basically. So it did 1.
Okay, so Black Widow is going to move.
That was a very cunning plan you had there.
Well, what would you have done?
Moved her back. I feel like I did so much by making you move right back to where you started and wanted to be in the first place. I did have you go again.
All right, so Hawkeye. And he is going to do a hook shot. And he's going to attack Daredevil. Okay, 3.
So block 2 of that. I'm sorry, I took 2, I blocked 1.
Okay, and again. And yes, it is his only attack.
I was shocked. I did not see this one coming.
And Hawkeye's usually my superstar, but I was not rolling very well with him today.
Oh, thank goodness. So Daredevil survived. It's now the Hulk's turn. I am so disappointed. He spends 3 power and he basically does hopscotch. I mean, I understand he's a big base. But really, I think they need to increase the distance when he does a gamma leap. That's not a leap. That is gamma hopscotch right there. So he's just walking forward. And he sees Angela because he's not done with her yet. She hurt him pretty badly. So it's time for a little bit of thunderclap. So it's a good one. It's 8 dice because I'm injured. And it is a very good one. I end up rolling 6 damage on that one.
Whoa.
Yeah, he basically like shattered all of her bones with that attack. That was pretty awesome. Now here, I am not convinced I wasn't within range to hit Hawkeye, but for whatever reason, I didn't continue on. That's going to haunt me.
All right, Thor. Strike on Shuri. I don't think that was a very good roll, too.
No, it wasn't. Not when Shuri dodges like that. Shuri was on fire this game when it comes to her defense.
Yeah, she was.
That's why she is ready for Black Panther, the role of it.
I guess we'll see. All right, so hammer throw on Daredevil.
Yeah, you hit me for 4. She loves to throw things when I have my back towards her.
You've really got to get over this, Andy.
You just do it all the time. Hawkeye, Thor, is there no honor? No, he's dazed. He's completely dazed. And he drops. So I was thinking to myself, yay, this is fine. I'll drop the herb forward and didn't even think about the fact that she gets to do it, not me. So evidently I threw it behind me as I was falling down. And that ends the round. Alright, starting round 4. It's time to play with the Hulk again. Again, I'm doing a little gamma leap there. Actually, after I thought about this, I think I just did a short move. I decided not to do the Gamma Leap because I wasn't going to be able to do much else this turn. So I did not Gamma Leap. I just instead saved my power and walked over there because I am going to hit Enchantress and pay the 2 power so she can't use her Mystic Shield this time. So 8 dice. Betting a lot that this will work.
And Enchantress is incinerated.
Yes.
So
yeah.
She
So
only has one
die,
dice.
and that hit for 5 or 6, 5 or 6. But regardless, yay! Dazed.
All right, Hawkeye. And it's a hook shot. Move back a little bit. I'm a little close. And he's He's going to attack Daredevil. And he does roll a wild. So I think you took 1.
Yeah, I took 1 damage from that.
And a shock. So he's gonna do it again. Roll the wild again.
So Daredevil has radar sense, which means it's like martial arts, except it's unlimited range with, not unlimited, but it's more than 2. So I do count blanks on energy and physical attacks, so I took no damage from that one.
Except a poison.
Yeah, I am poisoned.
And shocked.
Shocking.
Have fun with that.
I will. Alright, so now Shuri, on 1 health, is going to use Sonic Crush on the Black Widow. She's got that herb, and it needs to come back to Wakanda.
That just sounds so brutal, Sonic Crush.
Yeah, especially with 2 criticals. So I ended up doing 4 damage to you this round. And the herb goes flying. Now, for whatever reason, after I drop this herb, I decide I'm done with my turn. Don't know why. I should have hit Thor with the gauntlets, but I decided, I'm gone, I'm done.
Okay, Thor, and he is doing for Asgard charge. With the strike against Black Panther.
Yeah, you weren't sure if you're going to do Daredevil or Black Panther.
So 2.
And I've got vibranium armor, so I took all, or I blocked all of that.
Fine.
Another!
Alright, 2.
Starting to see a trend here. Mm-hmm. And I block it all again.
So rude. But I did roll wild, so I can throw him, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
You can and you do. Yeah, I'm trying to convince her to throw him into Thor, or not Thor, to Hulk. She didn't take it.
You're so mean to me.
I was trying to help you out. Damaged 2 people. Mm-hmm. So she throws that trailer at Daredevil.
You deserved it.
He was an innocent in all this. I ended up taking 3 from that one.
All Alright, Thor's done.
So my first action with Daredevil, I'm removing Shock. And then I am going to use a baton hook on Hawkeye to get him away from the that portal there. And I roll really, really well. And as you said earlier, you've not done well with Hawkeye, who is generally your MVP. So I took him out. I dazed him.
Poor Hawkeye. Just had a bad day.
So Black Panther is going to do move action, grab that herb. And please correct us if we're wrong here if we did this incorrectly, but it says once you have the herb, one move action. So technically, that first one did not count against the one move limitation, I believe. So please, again, if we're wrong, let us know in the comments. And then I'm going to do a pounce, because a pounce is a throw, technically, to move myself across the battlefield. Kind of torpedoed myself. And my last action, I'm going to move Okoye over by the portal to grab at least 1 point.
Alright, Thor is going to charge Shuri with a strike.
That's very William Shatner. Thor is going to.
It's funny hearing myself talk. I have a really weird way that I talk.
Rhythm, yeah.
It's like I'm thinking and talking at the same time, so it's all messed up. Don't make fun of me, Andy.
So you hit for 3. I block for 3. Go Shuri. But you rolled a wild.
That's right, so I'm going to throw her.
Ow! And that does daze Shuri.
Alright, and then I'm going to spend the power to pick up the herb. And I believe this is where I throw a car.
She is just... Ugh. So yeah, poor Daredevil. Blam. And I took 2 from the car. So now the Hulk is moving. Again, Gamma Leap. I think at this point I was very frustrated because I make a very big mistake here. The Thunderclap is a beam attack. And I could have hit both of them with the Thunderclap. But in my mind at this point, I think, again, frustration and tiredness or whatever, I decide I need to move to make them lined up in a line. One behind the other, Tusken Raider style, I guess. When I could have probably just done 2 Thunderclaps here instead. So, like a moron, I move and then do a Thunderclap. And I am punished for my moronic move by only doing 3 damage on that against Thor.
You don't have to say his name with that scathing tone, you know. He's just a god trying to do his best in this world.
And he does his best. He absorbs all that, no damage. I think because the word thunder was in the attack.
Right.
And I do 3 to Black Widow. Again, idiot.
Well, Black Widow doesn't have a lot of...
Yeah, but even that's not going to take her out if she took all of it. Which she doesn't.
Oh.
Or, well...
I didn't remember that. I thought you dazed her here.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, Enchantress. And we're going to turn around so she is facing Daredevil, because that's really important to Andy.
It is.
She's going to use Enthrall.
Which is weirdly an energy attack.
No, it's Mystic.
Is it Mystic?
Yep. Yep. It's cost 3 power. So, I guess she's going to try to get his attention with this one. Her other attack is an energy attack. It's Spurned Affection.
Oh, okay.
I love all her little names for her attacks and superpowers. It's really fun.
Yep. I rolled too many dice there.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that's Mystic, you probably did roll too many dice.
But you took him out. You dazed him. I'm not dazed. You KO'd him. Yeah, that was my mistake. Again, last round.
Well, it's the first time we're playing Enchantress, so hopefully we're allowed a couple of learning mistakes.
So Koye is going to move on up and shove a vibranium spear thrust in her back.
That's really what you wanted to say, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure that's not what you said while we were playing this.
No. This is the...
I think you were just angry at this point.
I was pretty angry.
We're listening to this like, wow.
So, yeah, minimal damage.
All right, Hawkeye.
Yeah, for once I think you just did a normal move. No little hook shot.
Hawkeye versus Okoye. Three.
All right, I'm rolling too many dice here. I fully apologize. I'm incinerated. I should only be rolling 2 dice.
It's okay.
Oh no, you did a hook shot. Never mind. That's right. You hook shot.
Yeah, I remember because I was complaining I had to spend power to move that tiny little bit that I moved.
And again, I rolled too many dice. I'm incinerated. That was not really going to be a big deal at this point of the game. Just for the heck of it, I moved Black Panther so I can at least get some points this round.
All right, and I'm going to activate Black Widow. And she's going to move over there to the portal.
And that seals a deal that was sealed like 3 rounds ago.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
No, I'm really not.
No.
I love beating you.
So there are beatings, and then there are beatings, and you thrashed me in that game. A lot of times our games are pretty close, and you just destroyed me in that game.
Yeah, I think it was just luck was on my side, and I had played Angela before, so I think I played her better this time, and the crisis fit her character better as well. So she was moving around, and Enchantress was really cool. Thor did good. The only character that I think I didn't play as well, and it was just because I was rolling badly, was Hawkeye.
Yeah, no, I would. We both had a lot of fun. I really wasn't sure how Enchantress was going to do, and she really did just kind of.
She was cool. I mean, I did make a couple of mistakes. I used Hell Hath No Fury and Siren's Call incorrectly. But she's got a lot of superpowers. They're really interesting. A couple that I didn't even have a chance to use. So she was fun.
Yeah, and considering sometimes we do get a chance to do a practice game, or we tape one, we realize we made a lot of mistakes, and we decide to scrap it. This was our first time go with Enchantress, and yeah, I think mistakes are going to be made, but overall, I thought you did really well with her. For me, this was the first time using Hulk. I don't know if I made any mistakes other than the Thunderclap lineup. He has so much potential to be so much fun. I think now with extreme conditioning, he could be a lot of fun in certain games. I think his movement is a little bit weak, but everything else is super awesome with him. He's also the only character, I think, in the game that does not gain power from taking or for doing specific attacks. He just automatically gains 3 power every round. And then, of course, any damage he takes power from. And then with 20 stamina straight up, he has no injured side. He just can take 20, and then he's out. He's very interesting. I really actually am excited to play him again. I'm just trying to figure ways I can fit him into lists and things.
Yeah. I think I was just trying to kind of avoid him. I had Angela. She has, I think it's called Heaven's Wrath, which is if you add dice according to the
size,
yeah. And that was a really good one. She put a lot of damage on him, but I really wasn't interested in keeping doing that. I wanted to get that herb and get it across the board. So,
and see, that was you. That's where you did it right and I did it wrong. I did not move Daredevil like I should have. Daredevil should have been cruising across the battlefield round 2. Mm-hmm. I was so concerned about stopping you from scoring points that I basically forfeited all my points in the game. And that was a big mistake on my part. I regret that, and again, that was just you playing more tactically than me. You were very focused, which you were very good at. So yeah, that was like I said, I was frustrated at the end. That was a thrashing. I'm not used to not scoring but a handful of points. The first 4 rounds, I think. So, no, my hat's off. You did really well that game.
Thank you. You always play really well. So, and we didn't have a practice game with this one, but we've had practices before where I have just been annihilated by you. So,
all right. Well, again, as always, we thank you all for watching. We're having a lot of fun making these, even when I do get completely trashed. Like the announcement at the very beginning, we're always looking for your feedback. We've noticed a couple trends on some of our videos, and we're curious to hear what you think. What kind of videos do you want to watch? What do you want to see? Is there something that you'd like? As Nikki said at the beginning, please, the email is at the beginning of this video. Let us know, or put it in the comments. We always love hearing from you all. And just if we made any mistakes, let us know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.